Hello and welcome. I'm Lynn of Lynn Stitches Creates, and welcome to my Flosstube channel about count and cross stitch on the project bags I make. It is Monday, November 4th, 2024. I cannot get over that it's November already. It seemed like it was May, June, July forever. And all of a sudden here we are at November. I guess that's just the way the year goes. This is episode 141. Thank you if you're a returning subscriber. I so appreciate you all. And if you're new, welcome. I hope you see something you like, be enabled, click the like and subscribe button, all the things. It's been a great week for me for stitching. It seemed like it started out so slow, but I'll tell you, I have had not one, not two, but 3 finishes this week. It's great, and 2 of those are ones that, you know, have been around for a while, and one that's been around since 2021, so I am so excited. And then I've gotten back to a couple other things that have been around for a while, so let's get into it, shall we? First, I have everything stacked over here. I finished The Goonies, Never Say Die. It is complete. All the back stitches in now. So the boys' names, the bikes are all filled in. I had to message Leanne at Forbidden Fiber Co. because I wasn't sure, but I was right, that there was a basket on the front of Chunk's bike. But it is complete now. So now comes the fun part of trying to figure out how I'm gonna finish it. I may bring this over to Barbara at Keepsakes and get some ideas from her. So that was my first finish. My second finish was one that I had pulled out at Sweater Weather. I'm talking too fast. I don't know why I was so excited. I've been with my grandson, and I ordered pizza that's going to be coming. Anyway. So, 'tis the season to sparkle by Tiny Modernist. And I have a finish. So I changed it to 'tis the season because that's what I always want to say. And I added in that silk lame that I got at Sweater Weather from Rainbow Gallery. I put that in for the lines above and below the word sparkle. So all the back stitches in. So pretty. I think I'm going to do kind of a simple finish on this. I'll probably talk to Barbara about that too, just to get ideas from her. So that's done. And then, yesterday, Sunday, the 3rd, was the New York City Marathon. And as you know, Ymir from Almond M&M's, wonderful floss dyer that she is, also a runner, ran the New York City Marathon. So a bunch of us were on chat, talking and keeping up with where she was. So I pulled out Sewing Bees by ScissorTail Designs because I did a color conversion using some of Ymir's silks. So I did use some others too, but I used from Ymir, I used lilac, I used seaweed, I used apple amaretto, but then I also used this is another dyer and I'm not seeing real quickly. Mystical Diamond Art. It came in a Black Needle Society box. This one's called Captain Hook. There is a Forbidden Fiber Co., which was just a one-off color, one of a kind. I used Buttercup from Cottage Garden Threads, and then I used Black from Dying for Sass. Oops, that blue is not part of it. So, mostly almond M&Ms. And here it is finished. So it's not perfect. I shouldn't give any hints away. I'm just going to get a simple frame. It's about 5 by 5 square, so that's what I'm just going to put it in a simple white frame and hang it over my sewing machine. So it was, so it is, and so it will be. But I love the colors. I love the way it came out. It did come with little tiny buttons to put in between the spools, but I decided I like it the way it is. So when I pass the pattern along, the buttons will go with it. So those are my finishes. I'm so excited. I'm very excited. So with this one yesterday, the Sewing Bees, I am up to 28 finishes for the year. 3 of those were were Sal's that I started this year and finished this year. And the rest were all things that I've had as whips. So, yay. So I pulled out an oldie, and it is one of my older whips. I think there's only 2 that are older than this one. Search the Sky by Waxing Moon Designs. May you never be too old, grown up to search the sky on Christmas Eve. And this I started with Becca Sambry Stitches on her birthday, which is January 4th, 2020. So this has been a whip for almost 5 years. So I should have put the picture in by now of where it was. And this is where it was. So is now. So I've put in the word Christmas, so all the words are done. I got this reindeer in, and I'm putting in Santa and his sleigh right now. And then there's some snowflakes to put in, trees, and the house at the bottom. So the opalescent in this fabric is just like popping on the screen tonight. And it was dyed by Bee Stitch Me. She dyed it specifically for Becca, and I jumped in. This is actually 18 count, which is a little different for me, and it's called Night Sky. But when I did this, I was just coming back to cross stitching. I've cross stitched since I was in college, but when I learned to cross stitch, it was 2 strands. I was doing 14 count, everything was 2 strands. And when I started this, I was just getting into Flosstube, and I just did my usual 2 strands. Well, it gets a little awkward because this being 18 count and being hand dyed, the holes are smaller, and really I should have done 1 strand over 1 instead of 2 strands over 1. So it gets a little tight in some of the spots. Like this is very tight. But it is what it is. I'm not restarting it. I'm gonna finish it. That is my goal. It will be finished before Christmas. Hopefully before the end of this month, but we'll see what happens. And then the last thing I worked on, I finally came back to my start that I had with my friends in New York when we went to Hobby House, Pumpkin Pot by Hobby House Press. I had been wanting to have this as kind of a focus for October, and did not happen. So I'll put up where it was. And I'm pulling out a piece of fabric I have in here for a new start. And this is where it is now. So I got in all this vine, and so there'll be pumpkins on there, and I've started filling in. I did the outline of the cauldron or the pot, and I will be filling that in. So made quite a bit of progress. I'm quite pleased with the progress I made on it. Whether I will continue working on it right now, probably not. Because like I said, I want to get Search the Sky done. So that's all my stitching. I'm really pleased with how stitching went this week. I heard from my winner, so I will get that in the mail tomorrow. Thank you for messaging me, Michelle, for the Primitive Stitcher magazine. Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. It's put away. I don't know. Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. Yes. Brain. I got this weekend from Forbidden Fiber Co. my Reindeer Games 2024 Advent Calendar. Yes, I did open it. And I looked in, I did not open. So here is the sticker. And comes with a little note about how everything works in case you've never done it before. There's the inside. You can see nothing's opened. So that will start December 1st, Flossmas. I'm looking forward to it again this year. And actually, so I just have one more Advent that I'm waiting for. That's the Black Needle Society Nice List box. That should be mailed in the next week. And also for Black Needle Society, the November box will be coming. And that is a little delayed because one of the people, one of the makers for the box actually was in North Carolina where the flooding happened. So they were delayed, and hopefully that will all work itself out and Black Needle Society will be able to get those mailed. Let's see. The only other thing I have left to show you is I got my monthly fabric from Millennial Fabrics. The October fabric of the month is called Frozen Winter Skies. And I will take it out of the bag. It is very pretty. So there we go. Well, that's pretty true. So Frozen Winter Skies. I get a 28 count even weave. I think I'm only going to get one more month, and then I'm going to cancel because, you know, if you've been with me, you know I have a lot of fabric. I do try to, when I get them, I do try to put it aside into projects or with patterns that I think will be perfect. What do you think? I have to do a floss toss on it. That might work. I'll have to keep those together. See, it just happens like that. I'll have a pattern, a fabric of the month will come, and there it'll be. So like I said, I don't have anything else. Black Needle Society is going to be doing another book, and I believe the book talk will be the first weekend in December. And of course, we just got our November newsletter. If you got the Nice List box last year, we got our email for the pattern for this month for November and for Celebrate the All Year. So that means there's only one more. In December, we'll get the last one. For the Nice List, if you did not get a chance to order the Nice List, there is an opportunity to just get the patterns. Not the kit or anything, but just the patterns. So check out Black Needle Society website. And this past Friday, all the extras from the trick-or-treat boxes went on sale in the vault. So if there was anything that you saw somebody show, go check it out. See if you can get what you wanted. Athena, Stitching Goddess Designs, posted her Christmas shirts / winter shirts. So mainly Christmas. So I've already ordered mine, so you may feel free to go ahead and order too. I've got mine. I'm in the queue. I know I'm gonna get mine. So hopefully those will come in another couple of weeks. Hopefully before Thanksgiving, and I'll have them to be wearing during Flossmas, because I wear a different shirt every day. And so check out her website for information on her Christmas shirts. And Bobby at Pumpkin Creek Primitive still has a couple of boxes left. If you are into horror, or you know someone that's into horror and you wanted to see the box before you ordered it, there's people with unboxings out. Athena was one of them who did an unboxing. Check out what was in that box. There was a lot of good stuff. I mean, even I would have been thrilled with a lot of the things in the box. So check it out. She's still got a couple left, and you could snag it for yourself or your friend that loves horror. And I think that's it. So much shorter one today without the recap. I'm sewing away. I'm doing project bags. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, so this week I am sewing project bags for our local quilt store, Stitches, which is in Glendale, Ohio. I have some leftover project bags from my trunk show at Sweater Weather, and I'm going to start putting them up on my Instagram page on Wednesday. There's not a lot, and I always do it first come, first served. So if you're interested, you got to get that me please in, as soon as possible. And I may put them all up on Wednesday. I may do like 1 an hour, starting probably at 11 Eastern time, a.m. in the morning. And just kind of clean that out, finish up the year with that all sold, and then I'll be working on a trunk show, starting my trunk show for Stitch Away for Keepsakes. So that is all. Oh, my niece, technically my husband's niece, but I've known her since she was born, and she's my goddaughter, so I can say that. My goddaughter has a little business of crocheted animals, and her Instagram, she's on Instagram now, and it's Creatures and Curiosities by Beth. So I will put up her name across the bottom. Go join her Instagram. Boost her up. And she's just starting out, so she's got her own little small business there. And with that, I will say, have a great week. I will see you next Monday.